Hi guys, it's Mr. the Gamer, and welcome back to more Mario Party 5. We have finished all 7 party mode boards, and now we're going to move on to minigame mode. We are not doing story mode, because I basically explained why. It's all shorter boards and stuff, and it's all dual minigames, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So minigame mode is basically... I didn't record, did I? Did I? No, I didn't record. Okay. For some reason, I thought I didn't record, so I was like, "Oh, I'm ready to go again." Hurdy dirty dirt. No, but minigame mode. There's minigame mode in every Mario Party game. And I've actually, well, I don't know why I didn't do this in other games. I actually kept track. Well, I counted down the minigames that I have not played. And I guess for minigame mode, since I've not been Yoshi, I'll be Yoshi because Yoshi and the computer players, well. I'll just close my eyes and pick Mario, Wario, and Koopa Kid. Okay, so minigame mode is much more in-depth than it is in Mario Party 4. There's free-to-play minigame tournament, minigame wars, minigame decathlon, minigame circuit, and minigame battle. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do all the minigames you haven't seen in one video because there's actually quite a few of them. I'll do minigame tournament and minigame battle in one video, then the rest will each be their own thing. So we're going to start with free play, because why not? Free play as usual, you can play pretty much any minigame you want. And I may be wrong, but the one 4-player minigame I counted that I was not seen is ground pound down. And I actually really like this minigame too. Do ground pounds to break the blocks and move down. Whoever gets to the water first wins. Time it's every you do ground pound from the top of your jump to break more sword blocks, but no matter what, you have to ground pound the rock ones 3 times. We may have played this. I do think there was a few that I may have missed, but this is what I got, so yeah. Alright, so ground pound down, you just want to go as fast as you can. When you get to the little rock blocks, you want to mash A as fast as you can because it will break faster. I don't know why I picked this one. Apparently Koopa Kid likes my choice. It can be a little luck based as to which way you go, but realistically speaking, it's not a hard minigame to win. So there we go, ground pound down is done. And now with that, we've seen every 4-player minigame in the game. So now I'm going to move on to 1 versus 3. Oh wait, we've seen them all. Alright, 2 versus 2. Again, maybe like ground pound down, but the one I didn't count was some marathon. I'm just going to do Mario and I on one team. I think we have seen this, but whatever. Race your submarine to the finish line. One character uses the lever while the other one resets. Whoever finishes first wins. Switching is the key. One character gets tired, switch places with the other character. I actually have a pretty good strategy of this minigame to win it by myself. And that is to switch fingers whenever your one finger gets tired. Like, right now I'm actually holding the controller up to my chest and mashing it with my thumbs. And if my thumbs ever get tired or I don't do very well, I'll switch over to my index fingers and then just do that. And then just keep switching over and over. You can't actually blink eyes and move lips, which is probably intended as I'm ready. Now I'm using my thumbs again. The switch eyes and blink lips is probably intended as, oh, I'm ready to go, but there's really no point to it. Now let's use my middle fingers because they're not tired at all and they're fresh and stuff. And the hard computer players, well, any computer player, will pretty much always switch. So it's a surprisingly easy minigame to win. So that's awesome. Next, well, that's all 2 versus 2. We're going to roll into battle, and there's only one battle minigame we have not seen, and it's random ride. Select the machine you think will reach the finish line. Use the names best you can to predict the winner. Any machine with a positive name has a better chance of winning the race than a machine with a negative name. This minigame is basically Day at the Races, and it's not very fun. The order is randomized. Of course, I'm going last, but it's minigame mode, so it doesn't matter how I do. Greetings to you all. Only the luckiest will win this race, so please select your machine. Well, luck has not been on this side actually today. Almost guaranteed victory is a good one. Feeling good, face it. Really, all the good ones look totally terrible. Like, I picked perfect decisions. I usually do see face decision win, if anything. Obviously, with feeling good. The baby machine, but yeah. Today I dropped my phone and it cracked, and now I need to get a new phone. Awful. I think Koopa Kids win. I always see the Fate one win. Like, Wario's out, even that's an almost guaranteed victory. And I got hit by a bullet pill. So it's Mario Koopa Kid winning. And Mario won. Sometimes you'll actually come back. Oh, might be the perfect conditions. That's a good one too. Sometimes your character will die and you'll think you lose, but you actually get to come back. And yeah, it's actually really interesting. But we're going to move to duel minigames now. We are actually missing a lot of duel minigames. We only have 6 out of 15, so I'm just going to go down the line. We're going to start with shock absorbers. This minigame is kind of tough. It's honestly pretty stressful too. Avoid the amps and don't let yourself get shocked by the electricity flowing between them. Whoever lasts the longest wins. The amps fly around and ricochet off each other and on the wall, so stay alert. The amps flash when they are about to shoot a bolt of energy. Keep moving around and look out for the bolts of energy. Okay, so you do only have 1 life, and the arena is kind of small, and there are quite a few amps, so you really want to be careful. It's a very nerve-wracking minigame. I'm kind of 50-50 with how I do on this minigame. It's not the easiest minigame in the world, but it's not too hard. I say that as soon as I die. Yeah, you want to watch out for that, too, because that can easily kill you. Oh my god, it almost spawned on me. Yeah, he was trapped. Hard computer players don't last very long, so you should be fine if you were able to do it successfully. Alright, so the next duel minigame is Countdown and Pound. I'll just play against Wario. I'll just play against each CPU an equal number of times. Do a ground pound to stop the timer as close to 0 as you can. Whoever stops the timer closest to 0 wins. It takes a moment or two to ground pound, so time your jump accordingly. Yeah, hard computer players get this really close to the 0 mark. If you get it below 0, you instantly lose. So you can't try to fake your opponents out by doing a jump. But what you want to do, if I can do it right, is wait for them to jump. Yeah, you want to wait for them to go like halfway through their jump, and then you want to just tap A because you do a short jump. I wonder how expert computer players can do it this. I might actually have to try that one day. It's not too hard of a minigame if you know what you're doing. Next, we're going to move on to Want Mace, and this minigame sucks. I hate this one. Find your way to the goal, but don't forget about the womps hiding beneath the floor. If you get closer, a womp will spring up. Avoid the hiding places and make a clean run to the goal. This minigame is, in my opinion, the worst duel minigame that's not completely luck-based. Because it just feels... This minigame is partially luck. Because you hit a womp, you're stunned for quite a long time, and it could be anywhere. Like, you can use like a little process of elimination. Wow, I made it look surprisingly easy. But yeah, you bump into a womp, you're stunned for a good 2 or 3 seconds. And then you gotta work your way around them when you don't know where they are. It's kind of a really bad minigame. I don't like it like at all. I'm not a big fan of a duel minigames in this game like at all. So next we have Shy Guys Showdown. I actually really like this one. Press the button on the sign that the Shy Guy holds up. Whoever presses the correct button first wins. Shy Guy will have a fake sign, don't let him fool you. So it's basically a draw. It's basically quick draw quirks in Mario Party 2, except that there's more buttons and not just A, and you can get faked out. So yeah, that's basically the whole minigame. If you click the wrong button or hit on a fake one, like he'll hold up a blank sign or hold up a don't shoot sign, it will backfire and you'll be the one who gets hit. Very cool minigame. It's actually pretty fun. Alright, next we have probably the most stressful duel minigame of all time. Button mashers. Don't let the blocks crush you. Repeatedly press each button on each block to keep from being crushed. Don't stop pushing the buttons, best the sack gets taller and taller and taller. This minigame is basically Twister. Except you only have one try, and if you don't stop mashing the buttons, you're screwed. This minigame is stupid. Like, even though it's a button mash, you have to mash L. But then you have to mash L and A at the same time. And then LAB. An LED. Why? Holy crap! Oh, I couldn't do it. Yeah, if you can mash all those buttons at the same time, then you're a god. Because that minigame is really hard. I've seen a turbo button and you still lose. No. Alright, so this is the worst minigame of all time. Get a rope. Select one of the 3 ropes to pull. The results are completely random. The player with the best result wins. Yeah, basically, you pick a rope. The other person picks a rope. Someone wins. That's the whole minigame. That's literally the entire minigame. I'm gonna go with the middle one, because I can. Yep, once your computer player picks a rope, you pull it, and then someone wins. It's all luck. Hey, I won! Yay! And they get crushed by a 100-ton weight. One, which is 2,000 times 100. 200,000. Yeah, they get crushed by a 200,000 pound weight, which is not fun. Next up, we have pump and jump. Build up the most pressure in the platform and jump the highest. Whoever jumps the highest wins. The more you press air, the more pressure you build. Press it as fast as you can. This is a classic button mashing minigame. I think I'm going to get into position first. Sorry about the cut. I was interrupted. Anyway, all I'm going to do is mash A as fast as you can. Mashing A for 10 seconds is tired. Anyway, it was interrupted, which is why you saw the cut, and I had to just come back in. Alright, I won. I tied my record. What the heck? How do you tie a record in a button mashing game? Also, the parachute looks really cool. Yoshi's is green and white, which is a really cool color, actually. Alright, next up we have Head Waiter, which is another luck-based game. Pass the mini Bowser bomb back and forth until it explodes. Try not to be the one holding it when it goes off. The counter eventually disappears, and this is when the strategy begins. Well, there is no strategy when you're against a calm. It is still pretty much completely luck-based. So it goes, it's in 0, when you drop it, you lose. There really is no strategy. I just go by, let's go by 2, and then Wario will, if he goes by, let's go A. And I win. Yay. So basically, once it gets down to 0, you have to be like, oh, you either go 1 or 2, but they don't know what they picked. So essentially I had a 50% chance of winning that, which I did. So, yay. Alright, next minigame is, we've seen Blown Away Mary Poppins, Pound Peril, the last one, I think this is the last one. I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, the last one. Peace Out. This is actually probably my favorite duel minigame. Oh, shoot. You can do 1, 3, or 5 minutes, which I'm obviously going to only show 1 minute because that's what it is in the minigame mode. Completely fill in the space by taking pieces of the conveyor belt and placing them onto the field. Once you fill the field, the pieces disappear and you have another chance to complete the field. Get more points by using one of the same colored blocks. That strategy is kind of debatable. You can use really like any color you want, though you do get points for as many colors as you can. My strategy is to just go quick and not worry about the colors and just go for filling it in as quick as I can, because the computer players, they will fill this board really quickly. Like really quickly. So it's your responsibility to try and fill the board in, because they will basically risk you to get to one piece first, because you gotta wait for one piece. Alright, I filled mine in first. I get another piece quickly. Oh, he took that from me. Yeah, this minigame is really fast paced and it's pretty fun. Hard computer players are really good at this, so as you can see, I'm actually losing, so if I can fill in the board in the last couple seconds, I'll win, even though I think I'm going to lose this. No, I didn't mean to throw that out! Yeah, I barely lost. It's because I accidentally threw that out. If I didn't throw that out by mistake, I would have won the minigame. Oh well. My record, I don't know how I got 18,000, that's insane. We're going to move on to Bowser games. We have only seen Scald and Collard, so we have Rain and Fire and Cage is cooking. So let's start with Rain of Fire. Avoid the burning bits of Bowser's fireworks that are raining down. Use the shadows created by the burning debris or predict where the debris will fall, then get out of the way. This minigame is pretty... I wouldn't say it's great, but... You know, it's not that hard. I don't lose this very often. I do sometimes lose this, but just watch the shadows and you're fine. Like, my strategy is to just stay at the bottom. And only Mario lost, because apparently Mario sucks. Yeah, I just like to stay at the bottom, because it's the easiest to see. And now we're going to move on to Cajun Cooking, which is by far the easiest Bowser minigame. Press the buttons as they appear on the cage to escape. Get out of your cage before Bowser cooks you. If you make a mistake, you'll lose precious time. Be careful. Now, I actually have a funny story about this minigame. I was playing Mario Party 5 with my friends, and we got Cajun Cooking on a minigame. And we had to spend like a half an hour practicing this, because apparently they really did not want to lose this. And yeah, hard viewers will always make it out. They did not want to lose. We spent a half hour practicing with a few breaks in between, because they didn't want to lose. And then when we started the actual thing, only one person besides me actually did it. It was not a very fun experience to say the least, but it was actually kind of fun if they all messed up. Okay, so we have this. This is going to be the end of the project of Frightmare. We only saw Divine Slump, so we're going to do Banana Punch and Mass Appeal. But we're going to start with Mass Appeal because Banana Punch kind of destroys my game. Okay, maybe Mass Appeal destroys my game. Because if neither of these minigames work, I'm just going to leave in the description a link to the minigames. Yeah, this isn't going to work. So basically, I kind of have to reset the game. And I'll try them breaks, but if Banana Punch doesn't work, because Mass Appeal won't work, even though one time I tried it, it did, I'm going to hit the negative sense of look at my Wii menu, and the time is really incorrect, because it's not actually that time as I'm recording this. But if Banana Punch does not work, because Mass Appeal won't work, I'll leave in the description a link to those two minigames so you can go check them out. Trust me, this is the only Mario Party game I own with minigame issues. Where if you get these minigames, it for some reason will not work. And it's not a very fun experience, to say the least, because you're going to have to reset and start the turnover. Isn't that just glorious? Because I know it is. Okay, I'm going to go back into minigame mode. Because minigame mode is a minigame mode. I don't know why I said that, I just felt like it. Hi, Muscular, I just saw you. At least you can't get those minigames like the actual other modes. So that was Yoshi, and the other characters were Mario, in order from Mario, Mario, and Koopa Kid. So we're going to give Banana Punch a try since Mass Appeal won't work. I'm not even going to bother with it again because it's not worth it. And if Banana Punch doesn't work, I'm just gonna do the outro thing on the game that's gonna be red screen. Banana Punch. Alright, Banana Punch won't work either. Let's just give it one more try. I could just clean the screen, but I don't think that's gonna have any effect because my Mario Party 5 is really old and scratchy. Alright, Banana Punch won't work. So, that's it for this video. Kind of an awkward ending, but I will leave a link in the description to Banana Punch and Mass Appeal so you can go check them out. So, I hope you enjoyed, and next time we are going to go to Minigame Battle and Minigame Duel. And those are actually a bit more fun than you think. I'll see you all next time. I hate this disc sometimes.